Congrats on 1 million. How much did you for that? The Roblox schooner epidemic is in a crisis.
This is me, and please donate after getting 1 million donations over time via streaming and video edits.
I didn't see a creator who grinded for months. Instead, they saw an object, a thing that existed to be looked at and judged and reduced to whatever their brain decided I was worth. I switched my avatar to a hand, just the floating hand with nothing else attached. Because if I didn't have a body, then maybe they'd stop treating me like a bum. But here's the thing, right? The moment I became invisible as a person, I started noticing them. They didn't see a creator. They saw an object. And I was about to find out that some objects in Roblox don't stay still forever. The chat rewrote my 1 million Robux as something I didn't earn, with the right clothes and right animations. But to me, this wasn't just trolling. This was pattern recognition. Because this isn't just in Please Donate, this is everywhere. In every hangout game like Mic Up, in every voice chat server, in every place where people gathered to exist in the same digital space. Girls and feminine boys with high donation counts got accused of things they didn't even do. Girls with expensive avatars got reduced to names, and girls who were just trying to play the game got reduced to their appearance and their perceived availability. This whole system runs on the assumption that femininity plus success equals something suspicious, something that needs to be explained away or dismissed or sexualized until it makes sense to the people that can't imagine just maybe, a girl could actually be good at something. The Goober mindset is not just about objectification. It's about entitlement, the idea that anything feminine exists for consumption and evaluation, and when it doesn't perform the way it's supposed to, when it achieves something or demands respect or just exists without asking for this granted permission by these gooners, then it becomes a problem that needs to be solved. Please Donate makes this problem worse because the whole game is built on visibility, on putting yourself out there and hoping people notice you enough to give you their Robux, and that visibility becomes a magnet for the exact kind of attention that people don't want, most of us. The leaderboards show who's making the most, the booths are arranged so everyone can see everyone else, and unfortunately the whole economy runs on this idea that if you're successful then you must be doing something right. But if you're a girl and successful, then you must be doing something else, something that has nothing to do with your actual work, or talent, or effort, and everything to do with how you look and what you're willing to do, or how well you perform the role that everyone expects from you as a girl or feminine presenting player. If Please Donate questioned my humanity, Mic Up trained people to attack it, because the whole premise of that game is starting arguments and instigating fights like dogmatics. And when you add voice chat, plus status, plus a public humiliation stage, you get this perfect storm of toxicity that targets anyone who sounds different, or presents differently, or just exists in a way that doesn't fit the default assumption of what a gamer should be. I still watch this happen to other girls consistently in game. This pile-on effect where one person would start with "prove you're a girl," turn on the recorder, and then everyone else would join in with increasingly gross requests, and the whole thing would escalate from uncomfortable to unbearable in about 30 seconds. What happens next to the girl, right? She leaves or either fights back or tries to laugh it off, and nothing seems to work because the point is not about verification. It's really about humiliating from these bullies. It's the point of making someone feel small and objectiveless and powerless and watched. Club culture makes it even worse because those games literally monetize the idea of girls as props and prizes, as something to be won over, or simping is like a currency and relationships become transactions. See, the whole social hierarchy runs who can attract the most attention from the most desperate people. And unfortunately, if you're not playing that game in the Roblox content creation space, you're irrelevant. But then there's also a double paradox. If you are playing that game, you're also complicit in your own objectification. Meme pages on YouTube start clipping these moments just to ridicule people. Roblox moderation tries to keep up, but voice chat keeps failing. Age verification doesn't work, and the algorithm unfortunately rewards the loudest and most controversial content because it gets clicks, which meant that the people doing the harassing got more visibilities and more followers and more power, while the people being harassed got told to just mute and move on, as if that solved anything or the underlying problem of a community that treats femininity as inherently lesser. Do you remember those fake boyfriend application jokes? Well, I do. It's not just girls, and I want to make this clear, this is not a gender war. Femininity itself becomes the target, which even meant that non-binary players had to hide their pronouns, or feminine boys get ridiculed constantly, and anyone who didn't perform masculinity got sorted into the same category of lesser disposable and not worth respecting as players. It's not just about girls, it's about anything coded feminine getting punished for it. This weird contradiction where you get fetishized and shamed at the same time, and you're somehow supposed to navigate that without losing your mind. These exact same people think that, okay, you know what, I hate this content, and they'll go behind your back and consume this content, which makes no sense. Harassment hides as roleplay, we're just playing the game, but I feel like lines get crossed so fast where you can't tell where the game ending and just bullying began. Pronouns get mocked openly in worlds which has nothing to do with politics or anything like that. Constant background noise from these very toxic... I don't even know how to explain. I'm just tired. I'm sure a lot of other people are just tired of experiencing this behavior. It's just a bunch of bullcrap, to be honest. So, the impact was that this massive spike in closet behavior, people would masculinize their avatars for safety, they'd avoid voice chat entirely, and they'd change their usernames and bios and everything about their digital presence just to avoid being targeted. That's just the environment. And then you add the creator economy on top of it, this whole system where success is measured in views, followers, Robux, and unfortunately the fastest path into that success is playing into the very same dynamics that make Roblox unsafe. I watched it happen to other people I knew. This slow pivot from just playing games to doing this fake performance content, the ASMR streams and body cam angles and the entire performance of femininity as a product, because unfortunately the algorithm rewarded it. The economy sucks, you need money, well, what are you gonna do? This. The numbers went up. When you're trying to make a living or even just get noticed in a sea of millions of other creators, most people think to take the path of least resistance. And the path of least resistance on Roblox is often just giving the loudest, most demanding part of the audience exactly what they want: performance art. And what they want is rarely your skill at the game or your personality or your ideas. It's literally just the performance and the character you play on YouTube. It's incredibly hard to even turn back, and when you do try and turn back, your entire community gets thrown around that expectation. So where do we go from here? How are girls supposed to be successful? Where's the path forward in this? No one knows, really. But I think fixing this isn't about better moderation alone, although God knows it's needing. Unfortunately, this is an entire systematic problem, especially on YouTube, that if you keep rewarding this content, it will keep going up. Another thing that I hate is when this is just boys being boys, because it's not just boys. This problem is made by everyone. Everybody watches this content. Girls want to be this whole pick-me thing, and it's like, no. This is targeted behavior that makes spaces unwelcoming for everyone. This is not a gender issue. And I'm sure a lot of girls can relate to this too. Until things change and we make an effort to change, the cycle will unfortunately just continue, which is terrifying, and I'm sorry to say that on a bad note. If you felt this, please let me know in the comments. Make sure to comment your own experience, and hopefully I'll see you next time.